Today we are talking about the game developer infinityward from Los Angeles, California. Infinityward is one of the most successful studios on the planet. With Call of Duty, infinityward created one of the most successful game franchises in the world. Nevertheless, not everything went so well for the studio from Los Angeles. An internal crisis almost cost infinityward its existence in the meantime. But let's start from the beginning. Infinityward was founded in 2002 by Vince Zampella, Grant Collier, and Jason West. The three had previously worked at 2015 Incorporated an electronic arts studio on the successful shooter Medal of Honor. Their goal was to create a studio that specialized in realistic, immersive shooters. They also wanted to destroy Medal of Honor after their departure from Electronic Arts did not go entirely smoothly. Unsurprisingly, the first game from infinityward was codenamed MOH Killer during development. The breakthrough, Call of Duty, 2003. Just 1 year after its foundation, infinityward released this MOH Killer, the first Call of Duty, in collaboration with Activision. This shooter was to set new standards: unprecedented realism, authentic World War environments, a new level of immersion, a cinematic narrative, as well as bombastic battles and gripping story elements. The game was a huge success and established one of the most successful franchises in video game history. After the successful sequel Call of Duty 2, infinityward took a bold step into the present with Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Released in 2007, the game revolutionized the genre with an iconic single-player campaign and a revolutionary multiplayer mode. Modern Warfare was a milestone that took the studio to a new level. It became a global phenomenon and continues to shape shooter standards to this day. Many still describe the first Modern Warfare as the best shooter of all time. Conflicts and Departures, 2010. Following the success of its successor, Modern Warfare 2, internal conflicts arose. Vince Zampella and Jason West were dismissed by Activision for breach of contract, which led to a lengthy legal dispute. Many developers also left the studio out of loyalty to Zampella and West and founded Respawn Entertainment, which later developed games such as Titanfall and Apex Legends. Meanwhile, the remaining team developed the third and, for the time being, last part of the Modern Warfare series. During this difficult phase, they received support from Sledgehammer Games. Despite the internal problems, infinityward continued to release successful Call of Duty games. In 2014, infinityward received additional developer power because, after Activision dissolved the Neversoft studio, many former developers of the Tony Hawk and Guitar Hero series found a new home at infinityward. In the meantime, well-known developers from the PlayStation studio Naughty Dog also moved to infinityward to work on Call of Duty. During this period, infinityward released Call of Duty Ghosts and Infinite Warfare. During the development of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the reboot of the legendary MW series, renowned developers from Respawn Entertainment returned to infinityward to work on Call of Duty again, but above all to work on Modern Warfare again. Among them, Joel Emsley, Jeffrey Smith, Mark Grigsby, and Alexander Royswich, to name a few. The result speaks for itself. Modern Warfare 2019 is a modern classic and put Call of Duty back on the map. A few months later, infinityward released Modern Warfare Warzone, at times the most successful battle royale game. With a peak of 50 million players, Warzone left all the competition behind. Present. The latest release from infinityward is Modern Warfare 2, which was released in 2022. Modern Warfare 2 was not as well received by part of the community as its predecessor, but still managed to impress with its fresh ideas and innovations. As the creator of the Call of Duty series, infinityward is known for always taking the biggest risks with its games. This can also include changes that a part of the community rejects. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, infinityward's games always feel fresh and new, without losing that typical IW feel. The legacy of infinityward. With Call of Duty, IW has created one of the most successful game franchises in the world. With hundreds of Game of the Year awards and many other accolades, they are one of the most successful and recognizable developer studios of all time. Personal opinion. I personally love the games from infinityward. They just feel different, simply better than the games from Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games. The map design of IW appeals to me the most. I just love the infinityward style. But also, the art style and the high level of detail in the games of infinityward speak for themselves.
My tribe of war tour. And this the third installment, infinityward shit. Don't soil your drawers, cause it's deep in his heart, bitch.